I say happy, you say Friday. Happy? Friday! Welcome to our April Character Education Assembly. It is April, and we're excited today to celebrate so many kids who have been role models for respect, treating each other with kindness, doing the right thing, accepting others for who they are no matter what, listening to their friends, listening to their teachers, following the rules. We are very excited to celebrate you, our award winners. This month, our nights are blue. And we can thank, I don't think she's here though. She's Tran. But in the Media Center, they work very hard at making our 3D nights. So if you go in there, make sure to say thank you to all of the work that they put into making these. After we celebrate the kids, we're going to talk about our character pillar of responsibility. You've been hearing a little bit about responsibility on the announcements. You're seeing responsibility examples on our slideshows in the cafeteria and in the hallway, and you're talking about responsibility in the classroom. So we're going to have an activity. We're going to talk about a responsibility chain and what happens if a link breaks. All right, so let's have we're going to go, we did backwards last time, so we're going to start with, I think we'll start in the middle. Yeah, we're going to change it up. We're going to go to first grade. And Mrs. Grossman, oh sorry, you weren't prepared. Okay, show your respect with your looking eyes, your listening ears, your thoughtful hearts.
All right, I'm going to start. This is actually a nomination from Miss Hayes, and it's in Mrs. Miller's class. And this is presented to Melissa Patterson. Melissa is respectful to adults and peers. She uses her manners and cares about others. She loves and is kind to her animals.
All right, congratulations, Melissa.
All right. This next one is from Miss Spinks. She's absent today, but this student is a role model for respect this month. She always follows the golden rule of treating others the way she'd want to be treated. She is aware of her classmates' feelings and will include anyone who is feeling sad or alone during recess, math workplaces, or partner activities. She will listen to her classmates' opinions even though she may feel differently. We are very proud of her for being such an important part of our classroom. Keep up the great work. And this is for Amelia Fox. She shares a smile with everyone around her and always responds back when someone greets her in the hallway. She treats others the way she wants to be treated and always sets a good example. Keep up the awesome job. And this is for Camilla.
Can you say it louder?
You're welcome.
All right, our next student is from Mrs. Majera's class. He is a role model for respect in the classroom and school. He always shows respect by listening with his whole body when a teacher is giving directions, and he follows directions the first time they are given. He treats others the way he wants to be treated by keeping his body and hands to himself and including others in games and buddy reading. This award goes to Ledger.
Nice job, Ledger.
All right, our next award goes to a student in Mrs. Miller's class. She is kind and respectful to her classmates and others in the school. She always makes sure to deal with situations in a respectful way. She is a great role model for the class, and this award goes to Greta. All right, lastly, we have Mrs. Grossman's class. This student is an excellent representation of a respectful first grader. She demonstrates respect everywhere she goes and to everyone she meets. She shows respect by helping to keep our classroom neat and orderly. If she sees anything out of place, she will take care of it. She consistently uses her manners in all ways and shows respect to her peers and adults by treating them the way she wants to be treated, with compassion and kindness. She also demonstrates respect by helping anyone who is in need of a kind word or support. This award goes to Gracelyn.
Nice, Gracelyn.
All right, nice job, first grade. All right, let's do a quick check. How many of you heard some special things that were said about the people and the way that they acted? What were some of those things that were described? Some of the things that the kids did to show that they were respectful. Bailey? They pick up after themselves? Yeah. Yep. I heard a lot of they would treat each other with kindness. They accepted each other no matter what. They used their listening ears and they followed the directions of their teachers. Think about some of the things that you hear when they're described for our second graders. So make sure you really tune in to what you can hear about how our second graders are described by Mrs. Graham. All right, you ready? Should we say good morning, Mrs. Graham?
Good morning, friends. We have a lot of awards for respect in second grade. So our first character award comes from Miss Dunn's class. And this is a student who is respectful to everyone she encounters. She accepts everyone and treats them the way she wants to be treated. She is an amazing individual. She always makes everyone feel welcome and happy to be in her presence. Autumn Schlonsky. Our second award is from Mrs. Cantabene's class. This student is a great role model for the character trait of respect. She treats others the way she would like to be treated. She is respectful not only to people, but also with school materials. I know I can always count on her to show great respect in all situations. Great job. We are so proud of you, Delilah Delude. This next one comes from Mrs. Graham's class, my class. And this award goes to someone who shows respect to her classmates and the adults in the classroom. She is willing to help others and work with others when they need it. She is a daily role model for treating others with respect. And this award goes to Stella Cunningham.
Okay, boys and girls, I hear a lot of whispers, which makes it hard for our friends to listen to the adults who are speaking and describing all the ways to show respect and celebrating your friends in the school. Please make sure you're listening quietly.
Yes. This next award is from Mrs. Krenzik, and she has nominated this student for this award. She says when she stands at morning supervision post in the hallway, this student always greets her with a smile and says, "Good morning, Mrs. Krenzik," while making eye contact. He also shows respect for other classmates in our school by always walking and not running in the halls, even though others around him need reminders to walk. Lastly, he is respectful to his classmates both inside and outside of my classroom. And this award goes to Amias Largeroy. The next award comes from Miss Merrill's class. This is presented to a boy in her class who is very respectful. Each day before lunch, he tells her to have a good lunch. When we are leaving for the day, he will tell everyone that he passes in the hallway to have a good day. He's done that to me, so I've seen this. He includes everyone in our classroom, treats everyone with respect. I am so proud to have this boy in my class, says Miss Merrill, and that boy is Ryan Zhao. Yay, Ryan! And our last award is from Mrs. Overacker's class. It's presented to a student in her class who is a wonderful role model for respect. She uses her manners when interacting with both adults and peers. She is amazing at making sure everyone is included. And this award goes to Genevieve Wilson.
Way to go, second grade. All right. Clap 2 times. Tap your head 2 times. Give yourself a hug 1 time. 2 tap. 2 clap. And repeat. And repeat. We're going to move on to 3rd grade. We have Mrs. Patnode coming up. Everybody say good morning, Mrs. Patnode.
Good morning. All right, for 3rd grade from Miss Bianco's class. This student always treats others the way he wants to be treated and treats everyone with kindness and respect. Congratulations to Caden Welsh. All right, next we'll be recognizing someone from my class. This student is always kind to others. She is respectful in the way she listens and interacts with her classmates.
Congratulations, Keely McPherson. Class. This student treats every peer and adult with respect each and every day. He is polite, helpful, and uses his manners in every situation. He is a role model for others to follow. Congratulations, Diesel Jones. Okay, next, Mrs. Cochran's class. This student shows respect by waiting patiently to ask questions. He says please and thank you. He also shows respect to substitutes by following their directions and making sure to do what he knows is right, even though others around him might not. Congratulations, Carter Wood. And lastly, from Mrs. Hertzler's class, this student is always responsive and respectful to adults. He treats his peers with kindness and is respectful, always getting along with others. Congratulations, Noah Rast. Okay, congratulations to third grade. Congratulations, guys. Okay, touch your nose and your ears. Now your toes. Nose, ears. Nose, ears. Nose, ears.
This is
Nose,
so
ears.
That was so silly.
All right, everybody say good morning, Mrs.
All right, this first award is for someone in Mrs. Nichols' class. She is a role model for respect. She uses good manners all the time without needing to be reminded. That makes her teachers and friends feel valued and appreciated. This goes to Margaret Ike. And this next award is for someone in my class. She is respectful to all adults and students. She is a kind friend, a wonderful listener. She follows the rules and is an excellent role model. Harbor Edie.
Congratulations to pre-kindergarten. You're going to see Mrs. Hyde. She's going to come down and go right over by the door, okay? Go in there. And kindergarten, Miss Back. Everybody say good morning, Miss Back.
All right, so the first award from my class, this student is very respectful to all of her peers and adults around her. She always uses her manners, such as please and thank you. She always chooses kindness and respect when interacting with others. Congratulations, Temperance. All right, this friend from Mrs. Carley's class, the entire class chose her for this award because she always follows the rules and tries her best each day. She includes others and asks people to play with her if they are feeling sad. She treats everyone with kindness and does the right thing, even when nobody is looking. If someone drops something, she's the first one to offer a helping hand to pick it up. She lets her friends borrow her crayons if they need one. She always listens to her friends and speaks without interrupting them. Congratulations, Adeline Delude. All right, this friend is from Mrs. Englert's class. He is a wonderful role model for respect. He is kind to others by treating them the way he would want to be treated. He is a respectful listener. He listens to his teachers and to his classmates. He is always polite. He waits patiently for his friends and teachers. He includes all of his classmates when he is playing. Congratulations, Red. This friend is from Mrs. Olivani's class. He is not here today, but he does show respect in the classroom by being kind to his friends. He uses his manners in the classroom and in the cafeteria. He is also a wonderful listener. Congratulations, Colton Green. And from Mrs. T's class, this friend has a caring heart and is always willing to share toys and materials with his classmates. He remembers to raise his hand to share his thinking and encourages his friends to do his best work. Congratulations, James Loracella.
Okay, Spider-Man says, with great power, there is great responsibility. I have to wait though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Places at 0. Flip. All right. When you are in school, you have responsibility. You come to school, you have to come into class, do your schoolwork, be kind to friends. You have a lot of responsibilities because you're able to be a big kid like you are now. There are lots of other things that we have to do in our families at home to show responsibility. If you have a cat at home, can you say meow? Meow. Think about your cat. Your cat likes to eat. Does somebody have a responsibility to give your cat food? Yeah. Think about for a minute. If your adult at home doesn't feed your cat, what would happen? Dakara?
The cat could die, and if it doesn't get enough water, it could also, its bypass would probably get really dry, and it would probably die.
So the cat can get really sick, right? If they don't eat. What about the dog? If the dog, you have a responsibility to let your dog outside. If you have a dog, can you woof woof? And 3, 2, 1, 0. If you don't let your dog outside at night, the dog could have an accident, right? We don't want that to happen. So we have to take responsibility for our animals at home. We have to take responsibility for things here at school. So today, when you go back to your classrooms, I want you to think about ways that you can show responsibility when you're in the classroom. Think about what happens if someone in our responsibility chain, if it gets broken. We had some friends that made this in the cafeteria. They worked together as a team and they made a chain. This is going to be a responsibility chain that's going to hang in the cafeteria as reminders. We have special things that people do every day that they take responsibility for. At school, we have adults that come to work, and we help prepare your day. So in the classroom, your teachers help prepare your work, and they plan for you. Just like in the cafeteria staff, guess what they do? They have to make your food so that you can eat. If they don't make your food, what happens? Yeah, they're part of the chain. The chain gets broken. We can't get to the next part. You guys can't eat your food because they didn't do their part. So they have a responsibility to make sure that they cook the food, prepare the food for you so that you can eat your food at your table. And at the table, when you're all done, what do you have to make sure to do?
Put all in garbage.
You have to put it in the garbage. What happens if we skip that part of the responsibility chain?
Then we gotta break it off.
Yeah. Right? It would be a mess. So we have to make sure that we keep our responsibility in the chain so that the next part can come. So that when other kids come to the cafeteria, they can come to a clean table so then they can get their food and they can eat their lunch and they can clean up so that more kids can come in and eat their lunch, right? We are all part of a chain. We all have responsibilities. If we break a part of this, it's not going to be connected. And we want to stay connected, okay? Can you help with that in the cafeteria?
Yeah.
Can you help with that in your classroom? Yeah, so think about the pieces of responsibility in your classroom and the important part that you have in your responsibility chain, okay? All right. We flew through that last part because you guys need to move. So, have a wonderful day. We're going to send pre-K out first, and after pre-K will be kindergarten.
Stand up.
Thank you, friends. We'll put some music on for you to dance to.